that AIDS and HIV is a very unpleasant thing. And just because people aren't dying as frequently as they used to, that doesn't mean that it would really suck if you had it. I think it's really disheartening how complacent a lot of younger gay men specifically have gotten when it comes to safe sex and HIV, and seeing, you know, the numbers increase. It sucks. I mean, I'm fortunate that I'm not young enough, not super old either, but I was around when people were still dying, and safe sex was such an important message. You know, I remember when Pedro Zamora died, and I was so heartbroken. When I was growing up, Pedro Zamora was the only gay person I saw representing me in the media. I could relate to him on so many levels. I was gay, he was gay, I'm Cuban, he was Cuban, and he was just being himself and being on TV, and so inspiring. I wish that I could have had someone like me too when I was younger. You know, I would like to think that despite the fact that I'm controversial, or maybe even because of it, that I inspire young gay people, because they can say, hey, look at that dude. He may be annoying or really opinionated, and I may not agree with everything he says, but I love the fact that he's able to be himself and be successful. Because that hopefully tells young gay kids that you can be yourself and be successful. You don't have to change who you are or try to fit yourself into whatever mold you're told that you have to fit in. You know, you can be who you are and accomplish your dreams, or even better than what you ever dreamt of. All minority groups function differently from other minority groups. That's just how everybody operates. You know, being Cuban is just another part of who I am. And I'm very involved in that community as well. You know, recently I helped with my time and drawing a lot of attention to this protest in Los Angeles for human rights abuses in Cuba. And recently also I've been drawing a lot of attention to the situation in Arizona. And, you know, I'm just doing my part, and I'm happy to do my part. Well, in Arizona, they recently passed a law requiring all immigrants or people that look like they're in the country illegally to have documentation. And that is a very scary thing, because it's going to lead to racial profiling, and you know, it's like stopping people on the street because they look gay, and if you're gay, you're gonna get sent back to the gay part of town. Being gay in the Cuban community for me was not the easiest experience. That's one of the reasons why I left Miami and went to New York City to go to college, because I didn't feel like I could be myself and stay living in Miami. I think that the Cuban community is still very much a machista community. But the Cuban community is very similar to the rest of America. I have learned firsthand that the reason people want to deny gays and lesbians the right to marry has everything to do with the fact that there's still a good number, I don't know what that percentage is, there's a good number of people in America that think that being gay is bad, that being gay is abnormal, that being gay is sinful, and they don't want to treat us as equals. So that's why they don't want us to have gay marriage. They think that we're aberrations and we don't deserve the same rights. Honestly, the best way to overcome prejudice is just to keep the conversation going and realize that it will happen. It's not a question of if, it's just a question of when.